Welcome back to another World of Tanks replay with your host Bjorn. Today, I have for you the Tiger 2, and this is once again a frontline mode battle. Do a short history here of the Tiger 2 before I actually start the game because you actually get in action pretty quickly here. So obviously the Tiger 2 is a German heavy tank of the Second World War. Official designation was Panzerkampfwagen Ost B, shortened to Tiger B. It was also known as the under the informal name of Königstiger. The German name for Bengal tiger, often also translated as Royal Tiger, and incorrectly identified by Allied soldiers as King Tiger. Uh, it was obviously a successor to the Tiger 1, which this is the Tier 8, and the Tiger 1 would be the Tier 7. It combines the Tiger's armor with the sloping that they used on the Panther medium tank. The tank weighed almost 70 tons and was protected anywhere from 100 millimeter to 185 millimeter of frontal armor. The actual tank was armed with a KWK 43 L71 anti-tank cannon. The chassis would also be the basis for the Jagdtiger. Well, Jagdtiger. I always call it Jagdtiger. And it was equipped to heavy tank battalions. It was considered more of a specialized breakthrough tank. Um, uh, I would say this tank was more or less infamous, even though it was seen throughout the war, especially after Normandy. Its actual design was 1943, and it entered service 1944. It was obviously retired in 1945. Um, and there was roughly 492 of them were built. Now there is a couple misconceptions about the turret designs. One is there's another. It's a slightly more rounded turret. Um, Pull up my cursor here. This Most of you will notice the stock turret for this tank, but it's got rounded cheeks here on the front. The front glacis of the turret is rounded, and also the turret itself is a bit more rounded, and there's like a bulge here on the side of the turret for the commander's cupola. That's actually more often than not, people notoriously mistake that for a Porsche turret, and people think that this turret design here is a Henschel turret, which is actually completely incorrect. Both are actually Krupp turrets, and the reason for the turret change was actually simplification of production. This turret here, it's actually got a thicker turret front, but the turret itself, this is much easier designed. One reason is it's welded plates, and it's a lot more flat plates with only some rounding on the sides here. Um, I have to say, honestly, game wise, I'm pretty actually disappointed in this tank. I've had some decent games in it, but it's nothing ever to brag about. The way the current meta is in the game, you can't really exploit this tank's awesomeness. The awesomeness is really not in the armor, although the armor's not half bad, just not reliable. The awesomeness of this tank is really in the gun, and that's even the case for the real Tiger 2. The gun is what made the tank, and the armor really wasn't bad either. This tank. Yeah, this tank does pretty well against ripping apart Shermans and ripping apart T-34s. But it did already. Historically speaking, it did already against IS tanks. Um, but I mean, the problem is the current meta in the game. There's tanks that it faces it never would have faced, such as I don't know M48 Patton, which it never faced an M48 Patton, obviously. It does already against purgings. Um, But then, like it also faces against an upgraded Pershing, which is an M47, and it just doesn't stand up to this it doesn't stand up to an M47 patent. So yeah, there's the tank. But let's get this game underway. So as you see, we're starting off here. This is a defense instead of an attack. Now at this point, I'm starting to get a little bit of a hint of the map, how the map's laid out, especially from the attacking side. And essentially, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play this tank's strengths, and because I can, the map has better ranges to play from, and essentially that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a high spot with some bush. I'm going to use the bush for concealment, and I'm going to just use this tank's amazing gun to do punishment and support my team pushing.
Zone A contested.
Okay, waiting for him to hopefully peek out there, but I don't believe he will be. Oh, here we go, T-34. Fire a shot and track him. I'm not spotted. And unfortunately, he's going to get away. Okay, here we go. I missed a shot on a T-44. Teammate got him, but I scarfed up some spotting. Okay, here we go. Track that T-34 again. But now I actually got a good shot on him, and he's sitting perfectly still. There we go. Put one into T-34. There we go. Put one in the IS-3 to take his track, but he repaired. Here's T-34 again. And I missed that shot. That was a bad shot to make. There's the IS. Okay, somehow he bounced. Beats me. Must have flew a little high. Fire a blind shot. And I hit a force field. I mean, I even start scanning around the target like, okay, what the hell am I hitting? Okay, here we go. T-32. Shot into him. Okay, here I'm spotted. So I'm going to back off behind this hill. No point of letting my armor take any hits. It doesn't need to. It's not reliable. Okay, I'm going to get back into a position here. I'm spotted again. Not sure by what. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to back off. Oh, take a hit from artillery. Okay, I'm going to back off a little bit more. There we go, track that T-34 again. Okay, missed that shot. Okay, I tracked that WZ-111. And somehow I bounced, even though I was aiming at the lower glacis, you know, RNG. Alright, I'll put one in the side of that turret of the T-44. T-44 still sitting there, so I'm going to reload. Get the kill shot. Okay, I'm going to back off. I'm going to readjust positioning here.
Our reinforcements have arrived. Zone D contested.
Okay, here we go. T-34, and there we go. Penned him. Wait for the reload. There's Primo Victoria. Penned him.
You have been
Waiting for the
promoted.
reload. Like it's shot off. There we go. Grab the kill. Okay, I'm going to move up here a little bit. See if I can't get a better position from here. Scoping all areas out.
Zone C contested.
There we go. IS-3. And, you know, that shot went who knows where. You know, because Wargaming has to fucking put a black hole in that tank's armor. There we go. Shot in the Lorraine's engine deck. I'm actually starting to run low on armor-piercing ammunition here. T-44. Penned him. Wasn't spotted.
Zone C has been captured. Extra time has been
Put
added.
another round into him. Now I'm going to back off because I'm pretty sure this time I'm spotted, which I am. But I'm going to pull back up. There we go. I'm going to put one at T-32. I'm down to one more round of AP, but at least I have APCR. Okay, there's another round of AP. That's my last round of armor-piercing ammunition. So this is where things is going to start getting pretty interesting. Okay, here comes a medium tank to work the flank. So I'm going to back off. So right now what's spotted is a spaghetti tank and a T-34. Put a round in Mr. Spaghetti there. Alright, while Spaghetti Eddie is distracted, I'm going to keep putting shots into him. Okay, now I'm going to go after his teammate in the T-34. Waiting for the reload. Put another round into him.
You have been promoted.
Waiting for the reload. He's not facing me. Commander Cupola, turret cheek, and penned him. Okay, I got the reload. Yeah, there's the part about dead tanks make bad cover in this mode. Okay, now I'm going to grab a quick reload and repair. Don't need to repair much, but I definitely need to reload.
Vehicle repair.
And I'm actually going to switch it back to armor-piercing ammunition. I'm sure somebody out there is going to rage about me using premium ammunition, but guess what, Sonny Bean? That's all I had left. Okay, I've been spotted. There we go. And that was a bad shot to take.
Zone F contested.
Trying to get a shot. The problem is that building's in the way. So I'm going to keep pressing forward. There we go. Team's captured Zone B. Now I'm going to help my team keep pressing the advantage here. We got the enemy team on the ropes. They're trying to run. They're not going to be able to hold down for cover. Let alone, it doesn't matter if they do because fighter bombers are coming.
Zone F has been captured. Extra time has been added.
Okay, now the replay here might get a little choppy. I don't know why, but during the game, this part of the game went a little choppy for me. Not sure if it was lag or what it was. I noticed a slight FPS dip. It could be because of this mode. It's the first time I've actually seen it before while playing World of Tanks. And this mode, I'm sure, demands a lot more video than the normal games do. Basically, there's nothing really going on right now. I'm still just trying to press forward.
The main objectives have been reached.
You know, one problem with the Cane Tiger, it's not an extremely fast tank. I'll stop, fire a shot. And I was hoping the shot would arc, but it didn't arc. So right now my team is really pressing the advantage. So it's just right now just doing a lot of driving, playing catch up. I got a hill here I can snipe the capture point from. And I'm going to actually end up just pressing forward anyway. Okay, teammates got that T-32 kill. Oh, here comes an IS-3. I'm trying to boogie as quick as I can in this hill section. I track them. And now I'm actually in a position where I can set up to defend myself.
We have captured Zone E.
Captured the zone. Here comes the IS-3. I'm going to push. Take a shot from the tank behind me. penetrate the IS-3. I'm still taking shots from the tank behind me. So Spaghetti Eddie, who's behind me, is already getting pretty fucking annoying, and I'm gonna have to deal with him quickly. I got 2 medium tanks on the IS-3, which to deal with him in short order. There we go, T-32, put a round into him, and he's toast. Okay, there's a repair point up here. I'm going to grab a repair, get my hit points and ammunition back up, and I'm going to keep closing in on this town. Almost repaired. Come on, there we go. Repaired and reloaded, and back to pressing the advance. Okay, I'm going to start driving up this hill.
Objective 3 reached. Objective 1 reached. Objective 4 reached.
So I got a teammate there. He's dealing with objective 3. So I'm just going to keep driving down the hill. Now I'm going to get myself into some action here. Trigger finger's getting restless now at this point.
Objective 2 reached.
And there we go. My teammate just killed objective 3. There's one into a spaghetti tank. Okay, I'm going to start side scraping here. And I'm going to press down the street. There we go. Heavy tank. There's one in a VK 4502. I'm going to reload. I haven't been spotted. I track them. Here comes an IS. Put a shot in the IS-3. Didn't get the kill, unfortunately. Teammate got the kill. I've been finally spotted. Put another round at VK. Bounce a shot from the VK. I'm aiming at him, and teammate grabbed the kill. So once again, I'm going to start pressing. I'm going to turn up this street here, start head north. And there we go. My team grabbed the win. So what it comes out to is I was actually number 5 in damage overall. That's out of 60 players. Doesn't necessarily seem like anything fancy. It was 3 kills, but my teammates scarfed up a couple kills themselves. So here we go. 39 shots fired, 34 hits with 24 penetrations. That's not god awful either. Definitely showcase the tank's gun here. As you can see, even with I fired 5 shots of premium ammo, and I was still able to make credits. The the economy for this mode is not as good as it is for standard battles. Made an okay amount of experience points. So there we go. And I wasn't destroyed once, so cost nothing to keep my tank in battle. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this replay. It's a pretty long replay for frontline mode, and I'll see you next time.